Gaming though. You do have AP damage from both the Gragas and the Galio, but these guys aren't going to be building death caps and void staffs as the game goes on. Your two main damage threats in that Lucian and the Xayah will be heavily AD based, so armor can go a long way against these guys.
Yeah, build up some armor, but that's kind of like who's going to do that, right? Right. Phoenix One has that Nidalee in the jungle.
Low in his own jungle, doing a lot of clear. Decide to go over the wall here. Look to take the Scuttle Crab, heal up a little bit in the process.
Yeah, took the Raptors, and those are, well, a little bit rough for Nidalee sometimes, but took a decent amount of damage. We'll see what happens here. Oh,
Could very easily run into Dardoch here. He's level 4, Dardoch's only level 3. Nidalee's an exceptional duelist and will do a lot of damage to Dardoch here.
And I like this.
Forced to flash over the wall.
Mike Young doesn't go for the aggression, and this is a losing top lane matchup for Dardoch. So Dardoch's gonna wrap around, pull Huhi over, and they're gonna see they might have a fight here. Yep, there's Galio.
Mike Young's gonna be slowed. Galio looking to make the taunt happen onto Mike Young.
Huhi
going in for some damage, and Huhi is gonna be first blooded by Mike Young, who goes down in the process, giving double buffs over to Darshan, excuse me, who flashes over the wall. The miasma slightly too late.
Yeah, a little bit too late there to prevent the flash.
You hit all 3 of those, you win the lane, you're perfectly fine. You can just keep farming up, hit the back line with that Winds of War, and make it so you don't really have to interact with the enemy player that much if you don't want to.
And Zig hasn't backed yet either to use his teleport. Just trying to trade with Darshan, who has the double buffs. Full Fury, though.
Darshan's very aggressive.
What was I saying?
Good God, man. The slam into the ground.
I know this. That you lose.
2-0 Galio is bad enough. You can't let him you can't allow him to continue to get stronger. Miasma placed down. Huhi returning auto attack.
Huhi's almost 6. There he goes.
Huhi's got the level 6. Calling's going to be coming out. Kapow, kapow, kapow. Can he find the damage? Yes, he can. Who is he?
The CLG mid laner.
The CLG mid laner, of course, grabbing the kill. 1 versus 1, completely didn't even have the ignite available, didn't need it. Got the damage.
They were both almost level 6 there, and then the 6 comes through for Huhi off the minions next to him dying, and then he just pops the culling. He engaged immediately when he needed to. Look at this though, Mike Young in the top side, going for that gank I was talking about last game.
Finds quite a lot of damage down onto Darshan. More burst coming through. The taunt going to give him the courage of the Colossus shield. Darshan needs to try to escape this, but there's no way out. And the gank from Mike Young is successful.
And they'll get some top lane turret damage as well and pull Dark. This should be a winning situation for Phoenix One. If they just play skirmish style, play to the lanes, look at this.
Mike Young again in the top side.
Zig looking
to
for
help
Fury.
out.
Stun.
Zig, the stuns are perfect, and even though Darshan tries to flash out of it, it's not going to do enough. Zig flashing away to make sure he stays alive. And the already talked about it, even when you fall behind, if you're in a spot that's not too appealing, you can still participate in the lane, still clear out those minions.
Yeah, but things have been accelerated here. Ryu, though, Huhi next to Dardoch.
Whoop, Miasma down. Huhi stunned up. Knight down onto Ryu. More damage coming through. Dardoch getting himself killed. Now Huhi going to be exhausted, trying to find the kill onto Ryu, blowing the summoner spells, but will not get anything. And Phoenix One turns it on in game 2.
And Phoenix One, I didn't talk about their and you saw Darshan flash afterwards. If Zig did not ulti to get the extra stun duration, Darshan would have flashed the spear.
Huhi again trying to force these fights onto Ryu, but Ryu's got the miasma, he's got the petrifying
Got him!
And he's got the solo kill.
Ryu with the solo kill onto Huhi.
Returning the favor from earlier.
Exactly. That was Herald. Oh, they got to be careful because Afro has that super long range engage right now with the complete recombo using the flash and the charm. Well, see right there. There it is.
There it is. Right onto Arrow. The damage coming through. The root is out. Xpecial looking to save that 80 carry if he can, but it may not be enough. Arrow goes down. Xpecial will be number 2 as CLG grabs himself a double kill for the mid lane.
And like I said, you got to watch out for that engage range, and this will get them that mid lane turret. Counterlogic Game will pick up their first turret of the game, where P1 already got that first brick up top.
And that doesn't actually hurt him, but it does. It does.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going in to make the entrance. He's got the Galio right behind him, but can they find what they need in terms of damage? Mike Young in the back line, going to be shot now by Huhi. Gobbled up by Xpecial, knocked up into the air yet again, and Dardoch's able to find the first kill. Sticks stay under pressure from Zig as Huhi goes after Ryu. That's going to be a very important target to bring down. If they can do it, the Winds of War will blow, but Dardoch can't make the chase just yet. Xpecial with another save onto Ryu. Darshan wants to go for this if he can, as Zig will fall to Afro and Stixay.
This is just a complete routing of Phoenix One. They're going to turn on the Baron now.
This is what we've talked about, Zyrene, about Phoenix One, the objective control in the early game, but they still can't win the fights.
Arrow almost has ultimate. He's a few seconds away from it here, and Afromu's trying to run.
CLG might be putting themselves in a really risky spot here. The miasma over the wall, putting some damage down onto these guys. Who he dashing right back in. Baron is still pretty healthy, honestly.
There's
very
the
low
chain.
health bars on CLG. Who he drops. Darshan gonna be taken low. Ryu's still alive. Afromu behind, and CLG's efforts are squashed.
Gotta be careful here.
Darshan is dead. Dardoch is the one that we're actually talking about.
Yep, here comes Mike Young from the other side.
Mike Young should show up in time. Dardoch's not going to be finding his way out of this anytime soon. Decides to take a blast cone, trying to get himself a little bit further away, but Nidalee is very effective at chasing him down. CLG with a pretty critical error there.
But now it might be a Baron for Phoenix 1. The jungler down for 35 seconds. Darshan has teleport. Afromu and Stixxay on their way back, but this goes down so fast because of the Cassiopeia.
Yeah, Phoenix 1 very, very happy about CLG's decision to overstay for that Baron. Phoenix 1 is able to make the punish, and now they might get even more. Stixxay slowed down and forced to flash away. Gonna be bursted through. A killing spree for Ryu, and Phoenix 1 has found themselves an absolutely awesome spot to be at in this game. Afromu the next target. Ryu still looking to chase, but no longer cares. The T2's the target.
Cool down there. And then we saw Afromu try to go for another engage, and Special stopped that last one on the top.
Change of corruption fired off by Arrow. Don't find their mark. Afromu half HP though.
Yeah,
Dangerous level to be at for your initiator.
Yeah, definitely have to talk about what happened last time, but look at this. Look at the backline.
Who goes over the wall. Arrow gonna be charmed up, stunned up, gobbled up by Special, trying to get him away as Who he continues the chase. Arrow gets shielded. Who he's gonna be damaged, gets himself almost taken down, but Arrow goes first. Stixxay trying to work his way into the fight as Darshan will be soaking damage from multiple members of Phoenix 1, and he will not get himself away. Mike Young will zone the rest of CLG, and Phoenix 1 finds themselves the 2-for-1.
Yeah, 8,000 gold lead for Phoenix 1, and this Mountain Drake will start going their way as well.
Galio, so trying to be as tanky as possible, but you saw what happened to him in the last fight, Zyrene. He was on the front line just trying to soak damage from multiple people on P1, and it did not work.
Yeah.
Getting chased down by Huhi, forced to flash out, the calling into his back the whole time. Huhi just relentless with this pursuit onto that Renekton flash forward. Couple more auto attacks and Huhi takes him down.
Man, Huhi is having none of this today. The guy is just bloodthirsty. I am regen or wait for him to really actually get a ton of HP back here.
He's got some honey fruits.
Yeah, that's what he's got.
That's something. He'll be in decent enough shape to still make the fight happen. Remember, multiple resources spent by both sides there.
There you go, the Warlords at this point. Yeah, it gives him so much off the AD. I always forget about late game Warlords, how much it heals people. We're seeing like 300 pluses from people just off of when it's charged. But right now, it looks like a pick. The setup here from Counterlogic Gaming, this is the team that's down 9,000 gold, and they have the position on Baron, and they're saying, you fight us, you come to us.
They're daring Phoenix 1 to fight them. They know that they've had the advantage in fights so far.
Yeah, but Phoenix 1 is saying, hey, we want mid priority, and you aren't really going to do the Baron.
Yeah, they're calling the bluff. They're saying, look, you might be the better team fighting team, but we're currently the team with 9,000 gold lead, which makes us the better team fighting team.
Sometimes that can catch you, though. We'll see, the QSSs are not up for Special and Arrow at the moment, so this would be the opportunity for Afromu to actually go for something.
Ultra now back up as well on CLG's bottom lane. Special going to be taken low. Thick Skin forced out. With Tom Kench vulnerable like that, that also makes the people he can save more vulnerable. Huhi eating a spear. He and Stixxay both now around half or lower HP. With those two big damage threats, that concerned with their own health values, CLG has to back up.
Yeah, going for the poke there. Arrow, Ryu, actually Arrow and Ryu both right next to each other, trying to go for something.
CLG's starting it off. Root comes out, finds its way only onto Dardoch. Darshan can't be disabled. CLG's got to be careful. May just need to back this one up a little bit further. Instead, here comes Ryu, able to make the play. Afromu dead first. Darshan and Stixxay have to retreat.
Ryu, burning.
Exhaust onto Huhi. Ryu stays alive. He's got the shield to make sure of it. More piercing arrows flying out. Darshan going to be taken low, but not taken down. Huhi getting himself away. One casualty in this fight. It's Afromu for 25 more seconds.
Yeah, Afromu tried to go for broke there on the back line, only caught Mike Young, then got some people afterwards, but you're still down 10,000 gold as Counterlogic Gaming, and the fights aren't going overwhelmingly in P1's favor, but they're changing that right now with the flank.
Stixxay's caught out. Dardoch gonna be caught too. The Nidalee claws over the wall. And with the enemy jungler and AD carry dead, that's Baron number 2 for Phoenix 1.
TP coming in from Darshan, trying to stop this with Huhi.
They realize it's going to be real hard to win this game against that second Baron, so they're going for the all-out defense. Darshan trying to stay on top of Phoenix One's back line. He won't be able to do it. Huhi gets over, trying to find the kill on the arrow, but instead he's going to be sealing his own fate. And Ryu is unstoppable.
Looking for the outplay there, but he's not going to get it. And P1 will get the Baron.
They got the Baron. They're going to get out. Afromu just has to stand by and check it out. He's trying to do what? I don't know what's going on. He grabs the kill onto Arrow. Phoenix One now closer than ever to finding themselves the win here.
Dardoch
down to
for the
2K.
steal.
Dardoch wants and needs to steal this, but he cannot do it. Now Darshan trying to taunt up in the front line. Special down to half, but the stun comes out onto Darshan. Zig trying to occupy the backline damage of CLG, and Ryu is godlike. Stixay looking to run, but now he's stunned, and he is done. Dardoch has to get away from this. Huhi hanging around on the side. Will not be spotted out just yet. Phoenix One, do they even need to care? They're Baroned up, they're Draked up, and Huhi is trying to just buy some time. Afromu knocking a special up into the air, but they've still got to be so careful here. The culling will not find the kill. The redemption coming down. The turret falling now in the mid lane. Huhi's still just fighting his heart out, trying to stop this. But Phoenix One is one hell of a monster. Blessed up with this burn and this Baron. They're marching down the mid lane. They take down inhibitor turret number 1. Inhibitor goes right after, and the minions are ready and waiting in top lane.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll even go for that. They have 2 dead, Stixay dead, Darshan dead. They're going to try to go for the game here.
Nexus turret number 1 gone. Nexus turret number 2 telling a very similar story, Irene. Nexus under fire. Zig hanging around. Darshan in the back line trying to make the taunts happen. Afromu is down. Huhi 2. And Phoenix One have found a rampage for the jungler. This should be the ace. The double kill for Mike Young. Darshan the last man standing. And we are going to game number 3.
Phoenix One take the game. And honestly, a good performance there from them. The mid game is really where you